Hey guys, Jeff here, and today I just wanted to revisit my Rubik's Cube collection. It has grown, so I just thought I'd share it again along with some insight and some questions. As you can see, there's a bunch of them now. I believe I have 35 different cubes, and nerd that I am, I have them organized as best as I can. So this front row is all my more or less basic 3x3s. Of course, these two are a little less than basic, but we'll come back to that in a second. In the next row, we do some variations of the 3x3. I've got this Pandora cube, which if you haven't seen it, it really is just a 3x3. It's just shaped a little bit different. Cylinder, I think I had the twist last time. Kind of like the cylinder, but this one's really weird because of these colors on the outside being completely different, and so you'd think they could go anywhere, but if, for example, I'm solving and I've got those two swapped, it won't solve correctly, and so I have to do some swapping if the last layer doesn't work out right. Alright, Fisher cube, mirror Fisher cube. Didn't even know that this thing existed just a little bit ago, and now I've added it to the collection. Windmill, axis. I've got two, I don't know what these are called, and they confused me at first, but they really are just a regular 3x3. Only real difficulty with these is that sometimes when you're solving, because I do the corners last, it seems like everything's solved, but it turns out you have to cycle these as far as turning them to make it actually solve in the end. My 3x3 mirror cube. Now this is my Dino cube. This is another one I just got recently, and I'm not sure. I get the impression it might just be like this cube without the middle part, and it definitely feels more stable. This cube is kind of a pain in the butt because it slides on you, just even holding it. I'm a teacher. I have these out where kids can play with them. This one gets dropped all the time. So if these are basically the same, then I'm really excited about that. I've got my 2x2 mirror cube, Ivy cube, and Ivy sphere. Still definitely the easiest ones. Anytime the kids ask me what's the easiest one to solve, tell them about this one. I mean, my daughter, thing one, solved this one without even knowing how to do a Rubik's Cube. Solved this one while I was working with other stuff at Christmas that I got that. That said, I should mention that thing one is working. I've been letting her use this one. She's been working this past summer on learning the 3x3. Moving on, we've got my square one and my square two. Definitely like the square 2 better than the square 1. It's there's less algorithms, right? Because of the more cuts. Edge turning octahedron. I don't know if you noticed this with some of the others earlier, but I've got some that are off limits to students right now. This one, I'm getting the hang of it. There's only, I admit, I'm not one that can just fiddle with cubes and figure them out. And I've only found one video for learning this one without jumbling it. Hour-long video where the guy just goes through a solve. I have made a Google slideshow so I can make a PDF on how to solve this. If you think that would be good for me to do, put that PDF out there and maybe a more concise explanation of how to solve this, let me know in the comments. If you know of anybody who's already done that, let me know that in the comments because I'd prefer that. Pyramid cube. Megamix, 2x2, 4x4, 5x5, and still always think of the lock-picking cuber with my OS cube. So, with all that said, I get asked all the time, what are my favorites, what are my hardest? Still feel like this is my favorite. The simplicity, lots of steps, but the simplicity of the square 2 probably ranks right up there. As far as the most difficult, obviously, if you notice, I have 3 that are marked. My edge turning octahedron, my impossible cube, and my Sudoku cube. This one, when I got it, I think somebody had actually popped it apart. I got it used. A student gave it to me and said, I'm sick and tired of it. It's yours now. And I tried to solve it, and there was parts that just wouldn't solve. So I popped it apart in order to put it together correctly. Haven't scrambled again yet, which is why it has the label. Sudoku cube is the same way. By the way, lockpicking cuber, I did this because of your comments. I forced myself to learn how to twist those. This, I'm going to be real. The only way I know how to solve it is because I made a map. Anytime it gets scrambled, I pull out the map. That way I can just match things up. Nice. I even have the what I think of as the center one up right now. Additionally, still think the 4x4 is one of the hardest just because of all of the parodies. I keep this sheet handy too because I just can't memorize the parodies. If you have any tricks on how to memorize those, let me know, because then maybe that one won't be such a pain. Additionally, this one, it's weird because it's in both categories for me. I'm loving it because I have so little information on it, but also it's been hard. It's been hard, and I'm afraid somebody's going to jumble it. Additionally, this one's just not been made great. I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of the stickers are starting to come off. I've been using Scotch tape to hold them on. If you know where to get new stickers, or if I should just, I don't know, acrylic paint this thing, let me know in the comments, because I really hate for it to be not usable anymore. Beyond that, I did learn that the 2x2 mirror cube also has some weird parodies because there's essentially so few types of pieces that I think these 3 corners can be swapped and you not know it. Is there something else? I feel like there was something else. Anyways, that is my expanded Rubik's Cube collection. Still hoping to get some more and add some more as life goes on. We'll see. I have an Amazon wish list, I admit it. But yeah, that's what I got. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you have any recommendations of what else I should add. And I will talk to you all later.